What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. It is time to do our very first run in the Famag Spiral Mixer. Now, Santa Eric got me this for Christmas, and we've all been waiting for our first run to see how this mixer performs. There's a lot of benefits for using a spiral stand mixer. We're going to talk about a couple of those, but I don't have a lot of experience with this mixer. So we're going to do about 6 pounds of dough in here just to see what happens. And it will be we'll be cracking the champagne bottle over the side of this mixer to break it in. So what's up? It's Wednesday. Let's make some bread dough in the Famag Spiral Mixer. So I know you're probably looking at this thing like, what on earth is that? This, my friends, is a dough machine. That is primarily what it does. I'm not exactly sure if you can really even do cookies in this machine. I heard you can, but this is made for bread dough. What this is it's a spiral mixer. So it operates on a completely different platform than any other kind of mixer we've ever used. This is an expensive mixer. So it's for somebody who is really ready to take their bread making to another level. This is not a primary sole mixer that someone would have. Someone would be buying this to make dough, right? Bread dough. So you ask, what is this funny looking thing? This is an Italian mixer called Famag. I'm not 100% sure that I'm pronouncing that right because I probably don't have the right accent. So there's a lot to digest with this mixer. For starters, this is obviously the bowl. It's massive, right? It also has this guard, and one of the reasons it has the guard is because this mixer can be used in a commercial environment. So you have to have this guard down for it to run. If you lift it up, it'll shut off. The reason they have these guards is to keep your employees' hands out of here and reduce the incidence of injury in a commercial setting. That's why this guard is here. So the bowl consists of a spiral beater, and it also has this piece of metal through here that keeps the dough from riding up the dough hook. And what happens is the bowl is going to spin and the spiral beater is going to spin, and the dough is going to go around, sort of like in the egg. It's going to be like in a donut around in this bowl. This mixer is a tilt head. Now, they have some models that don't tilt and the bowl doesn't come off. They're slightly cheaper. I would recommend getting one that it has a removable bowl because they're easier to clean. The ones without the removable bowl are used for very stiff doughs that you can lift out and just wipe out in there where there's really no residue. So here is the tilt head.
Oh, sexy.
And this is a little grease in here to keep this. This is probably the turning mechanism. So here is our spiral beater.
Non-removable.
Non-removable. So when you clean this, you have to clean it on here. The bowl is removable. It has a disc down at the bottom. You just twirl the disc or spin the disc and lift.
You'll know when you get it right.
And lift the bowl out of there. So here is our bowl. It's a monster, right?
It's heavy.
Ugh. It's the heaviest stand mixer bowl I've ever used. So you just slide it back, and now the bowl's locked in here. And now you just put your mixer head back down, and you twirl these little side things. So the only thing I see initially is these little screw hooks are made out of plastic. They do sell these. They're like $7 for 2 of them. So I'm probably going to order another set. Somehow if they get broken, I will have them on hand. So this thing weighs 77 pounds, so I can't just twirl it around all the time and show you. But there is a slow and a fast switch on here, and you can turn the direction of the bowl. So the bowl can go one way or it can go the other way. So I'm going to turn it on slow and fast. Turtle versus rabbit, but it does have a 1 through 10 speed on it. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. It's a very quiet mixer. I don't know when you would beat it up really high. That's a 10. And then you can hit the arrow and it'll go back in the opposite direction. I'm assuming that's if you have it like tangled up or something, you want it to go one direction versus the other. So let's put some ingredients in this baby. So the mixer does come with this fun recipe book. Has it both in Italian and in English. A lot of it uses 00 flour, so I'm going to be going over to our local Restaurant Depot to pick up some 00 flour. I have some that I got at the regular store, but I need a lot, right? It comes in like 2.5 pound bags.
Kilo bags.
Yeah, and yeah, no, I need something better than this. So this is the book that comes with it. So you ask, where did they get this name?
Fabrica Machine Alimentary Grillo.
That's what it's, so it's a...
That's how it's spelled. We don't know how it's pronounced.
I don't know how it's pronounced. I know Grillo was the gentleman who invented this machine. So that's his last name. So it is made in Italy. Okay, so we're going to make 6 pounds of dough. I'm using my 4-pound recipe. I use baker's percentage. Baker's percentage. To increase this, to scale it up from 4 to 6. So I have 1,049 grams of pure water. I'm just using 5 teaspoons of yeast. I didn't really weigh that out. And I'm using instant yeast, so we can go for it, right? 37 grams of sugar. 56 grams of softened butter. Let me do a little mix on this really quick. Just to start the dissolving process. So I have 1,614 grams of bread flour. So let me start putting some of this in here. Oop. This can handle a lot more dough than what I'm doing today. That's for sure. But this is just our first trial run. So the dough is going to develop into like a donut around here. I really don't have any idea what speed I should be on. So we're just going for it, right? So why would you want a spiral mixer? One of the things about a spiral mixer is it really controls the heat that's heat in the dough. So it really helps to develop the gluten a lot more, and it's just a flat out better knead and a, you know.
It's more of a gentle knead.
Gentle and more like,
compared to planetary mixers that got gears.
yeah,
that
more
shirk,
robust.
That shirk it all over the place.
There's not pressure on that dough hook either.
Dough hook's not generating all that heat from all that.
How's it looking?
So we're gonna let this knead for about 15 minutes. Look at that, it looks like a big pillow of love, right?
Your love pillow?
Oh yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, it's nice and soft. It's definitely not done. It's still breaking away. It's a little on the stick side. But I kind of like the sticky side. It's not, it's pulling away from my hand, so let's let it ride. So it's looking pretty pillowy. So let's get this baby out of here and see what we got. So we have a big ball of dough here, guys. Look at this thing. It's sort of like the blob. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Got some stretchy action going on. Look at that. So I have this slightly sticky. I don't want it to be a real stiff dough. I want a nice soft loaves of bread. Yeah. It's like a...
What did we learn, Amy?
Okay, so some things I learned.
Some things weren't in the manual.
Yeah, there's a lot that's not in the manual. I had to change directions on it. I did put the salt in it. I forgot to, I wasn't filming at that time, but I put the salt in there. I had to change the direction because it ran up the hook a little bit, so I reversed it, and then it stayed down in the bowl. So I had it going the wrong direction.
So counterclockwise was bad.
Yeah.
Clockwise was good.
Clockwise was good. I think a lot of it is just my inexperience because I had to adjust my flour and hydration level a little bit. I think this sucker can do a lot of dough. I mean, it didn't even care about that.
So you were reacting to the dough climbing a little bit, and you kind of played with your hydration levels. Maybe we didn't need to do that.
Maybe I didn't need to do that. I think that it takes longer to knead. It kneads slower. One of the things is like when you're in a KitchenAid, you have a dough ball that's on the hook and the whole thing's getting kneaded at the same time. This thing needs a small amount, goes around and around and around. So it may take like 4 times the amount. It may take 20 minutes to knead the dough, but you get a great knead with it. So,
That didn't struggle at all.
Didn't struggle at all.
No.
So we need some bread because we are out. So I'm glad that we made this. Quite a bit for me and Eric. So I'm going to freeze probably one. Woo, look at that. Freeze one and make a ball of dough. So my thoughts on the Famag. I think it's great. I have a lot to learn. I'm an amateur at it. I will mess up a lot. It's going to be like when I started using the Ank. I think even more so because I really need to figure out what this mixer can do.
We need
different types of flours. We can do all kinds of stuff. I think it's a heavy mixer, so I think the next time I do this, it's definitely going to be staying on that cart. So I'm not going to be moving it up on a counter. I'll probably have it here and do it like that because there ain't no moving that thing. And I don't want to, break myself doing that. But yeah, we got some dough here. So my opinion of it is it's a great mixer. I'm a beginner. So we will see what I can do with this baby. So cooks, what's up? It's Wednesday. This is our first look at the Famag Spiral Mixer. My very first opportunity to use a spiral mixer, and I'm looking forward to having some fun with it. If you want to take a look at this mixer, I'll put links down in the description. It is for serious bread makers, so just remember that. If you like this video, please subscribe below. And hit that bell so you get notified of our uploads. Also, visit my website, amylearnstocook.com. All my recipes are out there. And you can catch me in my Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/amylearnstocook. You can also catch me on Pinterest and Twitter at amylearnstocook. And on Instagram, I'm at Cooking with Amy. It's time to divide this baby up. Let it rise and bake us some bread.